Good afternoon, everyone. Today, our Group 3 will present the market challenge of Car Next Door, which is a car rental company in Sydney, Australia. Today's presentation will be divided into 4 parts and takes about 15 minutes. Let's start with the first part, company background. The Car Next Door was founded in 2012 as a peer-to-peer car hire company. It offers an online forum for owners and car hire customers to register and review. To be specific, car owners upload their unused private car to the trading platform, and once they have been vetted, they can rent them out to customers. To date, the company has covered 4 cities: Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, and the Gold Coast. Car Next Door has many advantages in the car rental market. As a user, neither the car owner nor the rental customer has to pay a monthly fee. The company also provides insurance for both the owner and the customer to ensure customer safety and vehicle security. Finally, the company sees peer-to-peer car rental as an application of collaborative consumption, where the shared cars between neighbors reduce carbon emissions and enable asset sustainability. GoGet was founded in 2003. It was the first company to offer car rental service in Australia. Unlike Car Next Door, GoGet's vehicles are provided by the company, whether it is a small car, a SUV, or even a minivan. In addition to provide rentals, GoGet can also provide transport and reception service for other companies. GoGet has dominated the car rental market in Australia for decades. In order to analyze the market environment that Car Next Door is facing, we need to use Miles and Snow competitor typology model. This model classifies companies in the market into 4 types. For the first one, analyzer. These companies are usually market leaders. They are capable of developing new products and technologies, as well as defending the markets they have already developed. Second, prospector. These companies are known as market challengers. They are trying to be at the forefront of developing new products, forcing other companies in the market to catch up. Third, reactor. Companies in this category are more like market followers. Their adoption of a reactive approach to business will cause the company to gradually lose market share and be replaced by other companies in this market. The last one is defender. These companies are usually market defender. They are satisfied with the current market and are not willing to spend money and time developing new products. Next part, Jiaxing, please.
Our group challenge is a competitor because GoGet is the first and largest car rental company in Australia, so we choose GoGet as our comparison target this time. Through Miles and Snow competitor typology to analyze the type of business strategy of GoGet and Car Next Door, and we can conclude that as an analyzer, GoGet could defend its user market in the car rental market, and and it can also innovate and develop new business. As a defender, Car Next Door, it no longer expends extra time and money to develop new products or new services, and it's committed to maintain the existing market share and profits. Firstly, convenience affects customer satisfaction, and when the customer rents a car, Car Next Door will match the owner's car based on the borrower's location to recommend it. And however, according to the vehicle's location, it may not guarantee that the customers can rent a suitable car, and resulting in decreased customer satisfaction or direct transfer to another car rental company. However, GoGet is a company-provided vehicle, has multiple fixed stations in various places, and is equipped with a more comprehensive model. For example, Tom and Jerry want to rent a van, and Tom uses CarNextDoor to find that the nearby owners only has small and medium cars, and the van is far away from him. If he insists on using CarNextDoor, he needs to pick up and return the van by himself. That means it takes much time. But Jerry chooses GoGet, and it has a fixed site only a few kilometers away from him. If Tom knows that, he may give up using CarNextDoor and to use GoGet instead. Therefore, how to improve customer satisfaction and increase customer life value is very essential. Secondly, increase the types of business. Here is a form showing that in 2021, the two companies now have more than 3,000 vehicles, and there is only one difference in the type of vehicles. Although the number of CarNextDoor's members is 100,000 more than the GoGet, and the number of trips of the GoGet. We can see it is as high as 5 million times, while CarNextDoor only has 690,000 times. And the number of trips also represents the number of transactions, which indicates that the profit margin between CarNextDoor and GoGet may be somewhat significant. In this condition, the only way to increase profit or revenue is to expand new services and discover potential customer to occupy more market share.
In this part, we will talk about our business objective, but before that, we need to identify what we need to improve in comparison of our competitor, the GoGet car sharing service. First, let us take a look at these two companies. CarNextDoor and GoGet work slightly differently. GoGet is a fleet-based service and owns the cars, while with CarNextDoor, the cars you borrow belongs to the people in your neighborhood. Both of the company has over 3,000 cars around Australia, and both located in the major cities and popular regional areas. Even though the business model of the two companies are not the same, their business scope and service content are similar, which means that the two companies have the same market size and can serve the same amount of customers. However, from this website we can see that the annual revenue of GoGet is $25.6 million per year, which is higher than the CarNextDoor's $23.8 million per year. And then when we Google these two companies, the GoGet will show much more result than the CarNextDoor. These two pictures are the screenshot from the two companies' download page on Apple Store. We can see that GoGet got more people reading on their app with 4.7 out of 5 points, while only 17 people read the CarNextDoor's app, and the score is lower than the GoGet. Or maybe you can see there are actually 200 people read the GoGet's app. Being a relatively young company competing with other car sharing services around Australia, we set two goals in order to generate sales and revenue. The first is to improve customer lifetime value, and the second one is to build brand awareness. The customer lifetime value is actually a prediction of the value your relationship with the customer can bring to your business. You always have to spend money to acquire new customers and retain the existing customer, but the former one costs 5 times as much. So improving customer loyalty and customer stickiness are extremely important. Our second goal is to build brand awareness. Brand awareness represents how familiar your target customer is with your brand and how well they recognize it. If people become more familiar with your brand, when faced with a decision to buy from you or your competitor, they were more likely to buy from you. And it helps you to achieve a range of business goals, and it also helps associate actions and products with brands. So people need to rent a car, I hope that in one day they will consider us first. And brand awareness also helps to increase brand equity by consistently promoting positive experience with the brand. Once a customer is aware of the brand, they start to recognize it without assistance and seek it out to make a purchase and begin to prefer it over other similar brands and finally establish the loyalty.
Hello everyone, I'm Meng Yi. We have two objectives. One is improve customer lifetime value and the other is increase public visibility. So according to these objectives, I'll give some relevant suggestions. In order to improve customer lifetime value, we need to improve our business level. Firstly, CarNext Store needs to provide more service within its own business scope. CarNext Store needs more drop-off and pick-up sites in the 6 major cities because the cost of using cars in these cities is very high, such as traffic jams and high parking fees. Therefore, the rental model of CarNext Store provides more options and portabilities for people's travel. Secondly, CarNext Store needs to expand its business scope. For example, CarNext Store's competitor, GoGet, provide a large freight car that consumer can use for moving or transporting goods. I think the peer-to-peer operating model of CarNext Store is more suitable for this type of business. Looking for user who own such vehicle model. When user in the community need to move or transport goods, CarNext Store can help find user of such models near the communities, which not only reduce consumer cost but also improve portabilities. In order to improve public visibility, CarNext Store can be promoted through social media. Creating accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and etc. ensure that CarNext Store is on all social media so that consumer can be linked to the website. Some activities can be used to attract attention. For example, consumer can get coupons by forwarding platform information. And here a social media manager to attract our brand on different platforms so that we can see who is tagging, discussing, and asking about our product. In this way, we can directly interact with the fan base, which also establish user loyalty. Using search engine optimization strategy to place CarNext Store's website in web search results as much as possible. This means that when someone uses certain keyword related to our brand, our product will appear in the result. We can also hire SEO experts to improve CarNext Store's search rankings. Okay, this is our presentation. Thanks for watching.